So often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Reed. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. Here's Embiid, and there's the drive.
And check out Embiid's athleticism. Just because he's big doesn't mean he can't move.
All right, now let's find out what head coach Nick Nurse had to say to David Aldridge. David.
And we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Here's Randle. Following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Randle no good. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Back to DiVincenzo. 5 on the clock. Fires the three. Got a piece of it. Reed kicks to Randle. Back to Reed. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randle with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Maxey passes to Oubre. Here's Embiid. Guarded by Reed. Embiid, no good. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's McDaniels. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
They get it back. Martin finds George. Kicks it out to Maxey. It's stolen by Edwards. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Minnesota shooting their first foul shot of the game. And that one falls for Reed. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's George. Shoots over McDaniel. Here's Embiid. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Randle kicks to Reed. Back to Randle. Takes it off the glass. Randle's got 5 now.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Maxey, no good. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. McDaniels passes to Reed. Reed with a screen for Edwards. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Edwards plays with such velocity.
1:04 left to play in the first quarter. Stolen by McDaniels.
Philadelphia foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Now here's Randall. He has 5. Edwards finds Randall. Bangs home the trifecta. Randall's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Timberwolves.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Pass to Edwards. Takes a 3. And Embiid pulls it down. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And here's George for 3. Oubre, a screen on Randall. Connects from three-point range. 5 points in the game. McDaniels against Oubre. And here is McDaniels. No good on the 3. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Reed is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 5. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
George, no good.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Three-pointer by Embiid. Julius Randle with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 7. For 3, Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
For the 3. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. George has got 5 points so far.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Randall surveying the D. Poke loose. It's stolen by Martin. And now running it up the court. Martin pushing it up. The rebound by Edwards. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. DiVincenzo against Maxey. Launches it. The shot by McDaniels. No good. The 76ers trail by 8. Oubre outside. Three-pointer. A rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniels got his 4th rebound in this one. Reed finds Randall. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Maxey.
Inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. George against Randall. Martin kicks to Oubre.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to George. 5 to shoot. Another miss by Philadelphia. Minnesota with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Now Reed. McDaniel sets a screen for Reed. That one drops for him. Reed's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Edwards against Oubre. Pass to Randall. Reed with a screen for Randall. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Martin the pass to Maxey. Martin dishes to Oubre. Back to Martin. Basket good. Martin's got 7 points.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
McDaniels a screen on Martin. Randall from outside. It's hauled in by George.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Oubre against Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Now here's Maxey. Embiid from outside. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Very important triple there at the buzzer. That halftime deficit looks a lot more manageable when it's in single digits.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Gordon out there with Martin. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Lowry. And it's Drummond in at the center position. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Martin with a screen on Ingles. Back to Martin. Deflects the pass. Fast break, Minnesota. Conley for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
3 points.
And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
Yeah, Conley knows where his team needs him to be in transition, taking full advantage of the fast break opportunity.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota had, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Driving the lane. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Lowry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, when Lowry puts his head down and starts driving, look out, because he is not going to divert off his path.
Alexander Walker off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. 9-point game. Jackson misses. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Conley. Here's Gobert. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Right side, Gordon. From outside the arc. Rebound, Minnesota. They've led by as many as 14 points. 17-foot shot on the way. Alexander Walker with the ball. Nothing on the board. Just 5 to shoot. A 3-ball. Sinks the triple. Alexander Walker's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. The 76ers with another miss.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Martin with the bucket. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Martin wide open. He fires. Good on the 3-point shot. Martin's got 5 points so far.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Jackson. They set the pick. Lets it go with a 3. That shot off.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Gordon kicks to Jackson. Outside for Martin. A 3. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Lowry for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Alexander Walker. Drains it from beyond the arc. Alexander Walker's got 6 points in the quarter. Outside Lowry. Pass to Drummond. Outside Gordon. This one for 3. The shot, no good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. But and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Paul George.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Randall out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in the point guard. It's good from long range.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And right there, Embiid showing he's just too big and too skilled to stop.
Reid finds DiVincenzo. Reid with a screen on Maxey. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
And Maxey's guys encourage him to attack whenever he can because his first step is so explosive.
Here's Edwards. And the rejection by Embiid. Maxey against McDaniel. Maxey, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And the rebound goes to Martin. Oubre, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves leading by 17. And here's Edwards from the arc. That shot off the mark.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from the road.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Knocks down the three ball.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. With the shot. And that one goes long.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
George passes to Oubre. Embiid against Reed. Embiid dishes to Martin. Shot clock at 5. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Pass to DiVincenzo.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And here's Edwards. He's covered by Maxey. Edwards passes to Reed, and the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. A three-pointer is right on target. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Stolen by Reed. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Great D that time from Martin. Now running it up the court. Martin pushing it up. Drains the three-pointer.
And there's typically going to be some space when you're out in transition and you do just kind of venture out to that three-point line.
To the middle, here's George. From downtown, and another turnover here by Philadelphia.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Minnesota making a switch. Alexander Walker's checked in. Offensive rebound. Embiid kicks to George. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. Embiid, no good. And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Timberwolves.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
Here's Minnesota. They lead by 14. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Philadelphia ball.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, George. Edwards with it. Now defended by Oubre. McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
matchup at the 5 spot, Clark?
You know, Brian, we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got two bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
And now the opening lineup for New York. They've got Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Bridges in at the 2-guard position. Now here's Brunson. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
It's George on the wing. No good on the 3. And Towns has got the ball here for the Knicks. Rebound by Philadelphia. And here's Oubre from the arc. Hart pulls it in. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
Pass to Towns. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Out to Bridges. The 3 ball. Drills it from deep.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. I discussed with Coach how difficult it is to guard Jalen Brunson. He initially joked. He said, "You'll have to ask my guys that. Jalen is really gritty, confident player. We can't let him get into a rhythm early or we're going to be in trouble. We'll have to keep our eye on how well this defense does against Brunson." Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Bridges, a screen on George. Here's Brunson. And George with some nice D.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Martin with a screen on Anunoby. Here's Maxey. The shot's good.
That's where Maxey's at his best. He wants to get the ball inside.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. 4-point game. And again, New York with the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Philadelphia has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's George into the lane. Chalk up 2 there. George has got 5 points.
George doing a nice job driving with physicality there, seeking out that contact.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out, he can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
And New York has possession. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Brunson misses. The Sixers lead by 3. And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, VA. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
From deep. Kept alive.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Embiid, a screen on Hart. George passes to Martin. George against Hart. Clock at 6. Pass to Maxey. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
New York ball.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. Here's Towns. Crafty move. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Towns is so dangerous in the paint. He's got the ability to just muscle through most any defense.
And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
11 seconds left to play in the first. Embiid, a screen on Anunoby. Back to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of... If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the 76ers.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Tyrese Maxey is out there with Paul George. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Martin in at the power forward position. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Brunson, sneak it inside. It's Brunson.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
On the attack, Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Often when Embiid has a lane, he looks to throw it down, and he's got great speed for a big fella.
And his fifth basket, now 5 for 8, looking comfortable out there.
Watch out now, when this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Towns against Embiid. Maxey passes to George. Back to Maxey from deep three-point land. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Knicks trail by 8. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
You know, there's very little the defense can do to slow Towns down when he has momentum like that on the drive.
George with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. George, good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
For New York, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Towns outside. Hart passes to Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. And the three-pointer goes. Anunoby's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Martin takes it in. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Selfless pass there from Maxey. Really able to handle the guard position quite well.
Right side, Brunson. Outside, Hart. Pass to Towns. Back to Hart. From behind the arc. Towns finds Hart. Nifty move. And it's good on the lay-in.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Martin, the pass to Embiid. Back to Martin. Now here's Embiid. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Brunson. Fast break, New York. It's tipped. George with a steal. Embiid against Brunson. Back to Martin. Fires the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Here's Brunson. Brunson turns on the Jets.
And, man, you got to appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high-percentage shots.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
So New York ends up going with a whole new group. And it's Maxey missing. Knicks trail by 3. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Left side, Robinson. And they're on the break. Embiid from outside. Philadelphia with another miss.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Robinson, a screen on Oubre. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And a big finish by Robinson.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the ball.
Oh!
Wow!
Get
Come on,
away!
with authority. BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Philadelphia on top, up 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
So on the floor for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson is out there with Achua. Then there's Miles McBride, and it's Ryan in at the 3. There's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's his first foul. Philadelphia's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Pass to Jackson. Three-pointer. Achua with a rebound.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
And Kolek gets it to go.
Slow defensive rotation, causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
The Sixers trailing. To the left side wing. Here's McCain. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And it's Jackson's responsibility to find his open teammates, and a terrific dime there.
You know, you look at Reggie Jackson. Clark, does he define journeyman?
He certainly does. I mean, you could put his name next to that word and a couple of other guys, but he's contributed and been successful pretty much wherever he's been. He's been around a long time, and he's always been productive, and I think he's value-added wherever he plays.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra. Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 3 in the second half. McBride attacking, and he dunks it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
To the paint. Pass to Drummond. Martin outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Drummond. Tries to save it. Fires the 3. McCain's shot is off.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Down low. It's a one-on-one situation. Achua with a screen. Right side McBride. Robinson on the wing. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's McBride. Shot from the low post is good. McBride's got 9.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Jackson on the wing. They've got numbers. Here's Achua. Count the basket. Now it's a 6-point New York lead.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Drummond with the screen. A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside McBride. Pass to Kolek. 6 to shoot. Here's Ryan. Another one falls for New York.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Here's McCain. Jackson outside. And here's Martin. Fires for 3. He can't hit that time. New York leading by 5. Right side McBride with the drive, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Martin outside. Jackson for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Now McBride. Left side Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. It's the Knicks up by 9. We've got more in store for you right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. They've got Andre Drummond, Reggie Jackson out there with Kyle Lowry. Then there's Caleb Martin, and it's McCain in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. Bridges finds Anunoby. Outside Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out Towns. Lets the 3 fly. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Oubre's got 4 rebounds now. And the jam by George.
And George is very good in how he leaks out in transition. Times it perfectly and really creates high percentage shots for himself as a result.
Towns for 3. That one no good. 76ers trail by 9. Martin, the pass to Maxey. It's George on the wing. Knocks down the triple. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Towns a screen on Maxey for 3. Bridges. New York again can't hit. The 76ers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. New York leading by 6. Here's Brunson. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Anunoby with it. Oubre picks him up. And Anunoby gets it to go.
And though he has a scorer's mindset, Brunson willing to make the next pass.
Bridges against Oubre. Martin with a screen on Hart. George for three. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Brunson passes to Towns. Jacks up a three. He buries it from 3. And the Knicks lead by 10.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the 3-ball.
Martin, the pass to Oubre. The 3 is up. Hart pulls it in. New York leading by 10. And here's Brunson from the arc. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Martin. Knocks down the long J.
Slick crossover move. The defense had no way of keeping up.
The Knicks have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this 4th quarter. Hart passes to Towns. Here's the 3. And Hart is good for 3.
Well, you love seeing that from Hart. Great exuberance and enthusiasm out there on the court.
And stolen by Bridges. From outside the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Knicks.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And what a huge performance it was for Jalen Brunson.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight, flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends.
Bridges outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Embiid. On the break. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Oubre from the arc. He drops it from range. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Fires from way outside. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. Coming up next, the Knicks take. Welcome to 2K Sport. All right, Dor. How about teams like these who could really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. Now here's Brunson. Going inside, laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, this is the very definition of Jalen Brunson's game. His ability to get past defenders and create for himself or his teammates. That is nicely done.
Here's Edwards. Reed, a screen on Anunoby. Edwards for 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Right wing. Towns against Edwards. Towns gets the bucket.
Yeah, this team is at its best when Towns is looking to establish himself on the interior.
Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
BA, it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
Edwards against Brunson. Towns outside. There's the triple. Minnesota with a rebound.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Randall, a screen on Anunoby. Randall deciding where to go with it. Offline with a 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Brunson with the bucket.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Edwards against Anunoby. McDaniels from long range. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And credit the defense. Excellent contest. Made that a tough shot.
Here's Edwards. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Towns can't get it to go.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
Towns, a screen on Edwards. Towns outside. Pass to Hart. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
DiVincenzo against Brunson. The drive by DiVincenzo.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns, a 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
Towns can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Edwards, the pass to DiVincenzo. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
Here's Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
Randle, the pass to Reed. Randle against Hart. Randle left side. Pass to Edwards. Clock at 6. Randle a screen on Anunoby. Here's Edwards. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Edwards got 5.
That's where patience pays off for Anthony Edwards. The clock is dwindling, but he's keeping his poise.
Outside Hart. The 3. Reed with the rebound. Outside Edwards. Tie game in Minnesota. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
I really like the attitude they displayed here early on.
They're working together so well, and there's a level of certainty that comes from trusting one another.
On the court right now for the Knicks, they've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 5.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Outside McDaniels. Randle a screen on Bridges. McDaniels from long range. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Bridges has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. The 3, Randle. Hart pulls it in.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Anunoby finds Towns. The 3. Randle pulls down the board. And here's Randle. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. 6-point game. Takes a 3. And Reed gets the three.
Well, keep your head up. Look for an opportunity to facilitate Julius Randle the delivery.
Edwards against Brunson. Bridges outside. Pass to Hart. Back to Bridges. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And it's Brunson missing. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Outside, DiVincenzo. And stolen by Brunson. And they're pushing it up. Takes the three. The shot comes out. Timberwolves trail by 3. Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career from role player to star player?
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution.
5 to shoot. Back to Anunoby. Outside Brunson. Edwards knocks it away.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. To the middle. Here's DiVincenzo. Hook it. And it's Randle with the assist. Randle's got 3 assists in the game.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Brunson against Edwards. Outside Anunoby. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Jaden McDaniels picks one up.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
Doris, OG Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, heartbreaking for a player. But consider, he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away.
Back to Miller. Launches a 3. Knocks it down from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Achua with a screen on Conley. Pass to Robinson. Here's Anunoby. Ingles defending. Robinson, a screen on Ingles. Back to Robinson. Over Gobert. Rebound Minnesota.
Now there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
Now here's McBride. No made baskets yet. From down in the low post, it goes. And Chris Finch has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. That'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Tie game in Minnesota. All right, now let's check in with Allie. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Teams are returning to the center court. And get ready for the big half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're taking about the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
They've got Joe Ingles, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Mike Conley. Then it's Miller, and it's Gobert in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Doris, it's hard to believe the Knicks title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, B.A., what I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league.
Let's go with a three. The rebound by Kolek. And for New York, they're shooting 52% from the floor so far. Pass to Robinson. Back to McBride. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. And there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's his first foul. Right side, Alexander Walker releases. Can't nail the jumper.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
McBride with it. Ingles covering. Back to McBride. Here's Robinson. Second shot opportunity. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson, if you fail to get a body on him, he will go to the offensive glass and make you pay.
And it's Alexander Walker penetrating. Pass to Gobert. Conley looking for an opening. Picked by Gobert. Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by one.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
To the wing, right side. Pass to Ryan. Up and in on the layup. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Miller, the pass to Alexander Walker. Three-pointer off the mark. The Knicks have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Robinson, a screen on Conley. Offensive rebound. It doesn't go for him. Minnesota's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Gobert goes in. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, all that momentum and force, Rudy Gobert, that is pretty.
Right wing. Back to McBride. There's the steal. Outside, Alexander Walker. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Conley from the arc. Pure from 3-point range. Conley's got 6 points.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch and shoot game. All right, Mike.
Pass to Ryan. 3-pointer. New York again can't hit.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Outside, Alexander Walker. The Knicks with the rebound. 43 seconds left in the third. Out to the wing. Outside McBride. Pass to Kolek. Here's Ryan. Just 5 on the clock. They set the pick. This one for 3. Nails it from 3. Ryan's got his second basket on the night.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Conley. The three is up. It's hauled in by Robinson. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on court.
Towns looking for an opening. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of... Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Minnesota in the lead. On the court right now for the Knicks. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point. Randall against Hart. A slam dunk by Reed.
This is when you need a defensive presence, but it's just not happening.
It seems to me a lack of effort and a lack of communication, and it's happening to both sides here late in the game.
Brunson. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota.
This is just what they needed right now. A strong defense and smart offense to give their slim lead a boost.
Knicks trail by 5. Outside Brunson. Pass to Hart. Here's Anunoby. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Edwards looking for an opening. Randall against Hart. 4 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. McDaniels from long range. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Here's Hart. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Towns, a screen on DiVincenzo. Bridges passes to Towns. And it's all tied up.
Boy, what a pleasure to have a big man who can shoot the basketball like Towns. That's a pretty 3.
Randall with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. McDaniels against Hart. Fires from the corner. And Minnesota again with a bucket. And the Knicks shooting the ball at 48% so far. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Bridges finds Brunson. 6 to shoot. Up top, Anunoby to take the lead. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Anunoby's got 5 points now this quarter.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
Randall, the pass to McDaniels. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. There's a minute 54 left in the fourth quarter. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Randall, a screen on Brunson. Pass to Randall. Inside. Here's Reed. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. And it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And here's Edwards outside. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Brunson against Edwards. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Here's Brunson. Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Hart against Randall. Foul on Josh Hart. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 57 seconds left in the 4th. New York has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this 4th quarter. Now here's Brunson, covered by Alexander Walker. Oh, he nails it!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Here's Edwards. Outside for Randall. Outside Reed. Pass to Alexander Walker. 5 on the clock. Reed sets the screen. And here's McDaniels. Shoots over Bridges. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Anunoby against McDaniels.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Good on the first. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
Laces one from 3. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game. There's 6 seconds left in the game. Edwards rises up and powers it down.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. And so the big win by New York. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Martin. Paul George is out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Embiid. And it's McCain in at the 3 side. And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Turning on the Jets, Maxey found a lane and made them pay.
Oh, here's Edwards. Hands it from downtown.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Maxey against Edwards. From past the arc. Maxey, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
George with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Yep, that one goes.
A ferocious player in transition. George takes full advantage of the fast break when given the opportunity.
Out to Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. That one's rebounded by Embiid. 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. That one good for 2. Maxey's got his second bucket of the night.
A physical scoring guard, Maxey is at home on the inside.
And that's a foul called on Kenyon Martin. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Over to the wing. It's stolen by Randall. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's McDaniels, and he banks in the layup.
That is a very big placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career, but he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
And here is DiVincenzo after the three-pointer from Joel Embiid. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. McDaniels got 7 points in the game. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He talked about the game plan for Joel Embiid. He told me Embiid might be the hardest matchup in the league. We just have to try to make things difficult on him and make him work for every point. We'll see if they're up to it, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's DiVincenzo. 76ers getting the bucket. Here's Reed. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
To the right side. Down low, here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Edwards against Maxey. Pass to George. 6 to shoot. Embiid with a screen on McDaniel. George with the bucket.
And George, such a confident player. He's also terrific at recognizing when he's in his zone.
McDaniels, a screen on Martin. Randall finds DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniels from outside off the mark. The 76ers leading by 3. And George, here we go. Pass to McCain. Off target with his 3. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for Minnesota. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Pass to Embiid. Up and in on the layup. Embiid's got 5 now.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Philadelphia?
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Tyrese Maxey. Martin is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's George, and it's McCain in at the 3. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them, but not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Embiid kicks to Maxey. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. He has 7.
The pure shooting stroke of Maxey, gifted at draining it from outside the arc.
McDaniels finds Randall. Lets it go from deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
The 76ers trail by 3. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Martin against Randall. Martin the pass to Embiid. Tries it from the top of the key, and that one drops for him. Embiid's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, and there's a reason why Embiid is the focal point of their offense, because he drains shots in bunches. He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
And that one's good, George.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Minnesota's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. Here's Edwards. Edwards making a statement.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Maxey kicks to George. Back to Maxey. Outside, George. Inside. Maxey passes to George. Shot clock at 6. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Here's McCain. They get it back. Embiid. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And how about that reach of Embiid, using those long arms to just gobble up second chance opportunities?
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
That evens the score. McCain's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Smart pass from the quick-thinking Maxey. Outstanding at finding uncovered teammates.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
From deep three-point land, McCain's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Reed. Outside Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor.
That one falls. Embiid's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
4 seconds separating the shot game clocks. And Randall throws it down.
And on the drive, Randall gets a ton of momentum. And that turns into airtime for the slam. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
For Minnesota, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. That free throw good from Randall. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. To the paint. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Oubre.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
He can't hit that time. Julius Randle getting it done for Minnesota. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Back right after this.
These are returning to the court. And get ready for the big half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shots.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted area seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
Miller is up there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Conley, and it's Joe Ingles, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here is Lowry, offline with his 3. Conley with it. Lowry picks him up. Conley surveying the D. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. The 76ers trail by 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Lowry kicks to Drummond. Outside Jackson. Back to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Now, Alexander Walker hasn't made one yet. Traps in the tray. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Outside Jackson. Martin with the screen for Jackson. Buries it from 3-point range. Jackson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And textbook use of the pick and roll by Jackson, disrupting the defense and getting himself a look.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Martin wide open. He fires. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against. Oh, great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
Ingles with the screen for Miller. Wide open. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Oubre with it. Conley picks him up. And Kelly Oubre, good for 3. Oubre's got 5.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Jackson. Back to Alexander Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Conley for 3. They get it back. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
On the wing, Jackson, over by Conley. It's Jackson with the drive, and the dunk by Jackson.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Outside for Jackson. Launches a 3. Mike Conley with the rebound. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Stolen by Jackson. And stolen by Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Alexander Walker. Out to Miller. 3-pointer. Hits the 3-point bomb. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Oubre outside. That will count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so, in the game for the 76ers, Paul George is out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Martin. And it's McCain in at the small forward. And here's Maxey following Julius Randle's three. DiVincenzo against Maxey. Pass to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Picked by Randle. Here's Alexander Walker from outside off the mark. The 76ers trail by 4. McCain, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Minnesota with the ball. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. 4 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
First team foul.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Daniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Number 3. Jaden McDaniels.
Randle against Martin. Randle left side. Right side, Edwards. Paul George with the steal. Pulls up. Maxey, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Randle. Knocked loose. George with the steal. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Getting up and finishing. Maxey leaving no doubt.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside for Randle. Driving to the basket. A 3. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Misses the 3. 76ers moving the ball around. And there's a foul called on Naz Reid. That'll be his second foul of the game. Martin the screen. Here's McCain. That 3 off the mark.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Really left alone that time. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves. Pass to McCain. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Attacking in a big moment. Maxey is not holding back.
Martin against Randle. To the inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now this quarter. Maxey passes to Embiid. Maxey kicks to George. Stolen by McDaniels. Randle left side. For 3. Maxey grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
1:12 left in the game. From deep. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Puts up a three. Maxey with the block.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
And a miss there on the triple. DiVincenzo with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Here's McDaniels. Drills it from outside. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
For three, Edwards. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Joel Embiid, assistant Paul George.
Three from the inbound. A shot, no good. And so the Timberwolves take the win, even early. Thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid is out there with Kenyon Martin. Then there's George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's McCain in at the 3. George against Brunson. Towns outside. Outside Hart. Shot clock at 6. Towns finds Hart. From downtown, they grab their own miss. Anunoby on the wing. Outside Brunson. The three-pointer off the mark. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Clark, the Sixers have been at least 10 games over 500 for 7 straight seasons now.
Yeah, and that's great to see after, what was it called? The process that took them all the way to the very depths of the league to finally build themselves back into a consistent playoff team. And their fans certainly deserve good times for struggling through all of those bad times several years ago.
Here's McCain. Shot clock at 5 for 3. And that's good. Maxey for 3.
Really showing you how quick he can be with the basketball. Maxey letting it fly in a hurry.
And Allie LaForce spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Allie.
I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like he'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's George. And George with the jam.
Look at how high George gets off these drives to the hoop. Banging it down with the violence of a madman.
Brunson against George. And Brunson, here we go. Anunoby passes to Towns. Second chance shot. And Hart puts it in.
Boy, that effort is absolutely fantastic here. I mean, Hart staying active, being persistent, tracking down the rebound, and making sure they get something out of that extra possession.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Knicks trail by 4. Three-pointer, Bridges. It's not going to go for him. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Pass to McCain. Fader on the way. Drains the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Brunson against George. Brunson passes to Anunoby. And there's 1:38 left in the opening quarter. It's good.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
Philadelphia leading by 5.
Sixers lead 12-7.
And here's Embiid. Pass to McCain. There's the 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. The Knicks have gone 3 of 8 so far. Anunoby for 3. Buries it from 3. Anunoby's got 5.
Brunson with a sixth sense. I mean, always knows where his teammates are.
76ers lead 12-10.
George, right side. Pass to McCain. Down low. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Brunson. Fast break, New York. Pushing it up now. And it's powered home by Towns.
Boy, look at the big fella elevating when Towns goes to the rim. He's doing it on and with purpose.
Here's McCain for 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Hart finds Anunoby. Back to Hart. Anunoby is screen on Martin. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
George with a steal. And he's all alone. He launches a 3. And Maxey the bucket on the assist by George. 6 points for him.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. That's the group for New York starting the second. They get the rebound. Back to Maxey from deep. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
The unbridled confidence of Maxey at the arc, you can see it and feel it. He knows how good he is.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Basket counts. George has got 7 points in the game.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
It's Bridges on the wing. Fast break, Philadelphia gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie.
The defense can't slow Embiid on the drive. I mean, he's just got so much body mass and momentum. Hard to stop him.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 5. Towns, right side. Pass to Anunoby. Clock at 6. Back to Towns. The 3 is up. Anunoby can't get it to go. The Sixers lead by 7. Here's McCain. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Anunoby for 3. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Well, I love the court awareness thing. Towns zipping the ball over to his teammates. A willing passer.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball. Really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here's George. The kick out to Maxey. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 3rd assist of the night. Brunson against George. From behind the arc. And it's Brunson missing. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second.
And George really good at recognizing his fast break opportunities and torching the defense with his speed and athleticism in transition.
The Sixers lead by 12. What a 22-23 season it was for Joel Embiid. Named MVP with the Sixers, Clark.
Yeah, and that was Philly's first MVP since the answer, Allen Iverson, back in 2001. Embiid led the league in scoring at over 33 a game on 55% shooting from the floor. Remarkable. Nobody could stop him. He was virtually unguarded.
And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
A new lineup here for New York. Knicks trail by 13. Outside McBride. And he drops it in from the low post. And Philadelphia has possession.
36.
Up top, Maxey. Pass to George. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. Precious Achiuwa picks one up. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
To the paint. And George with the jam.
Boy, the high-flying acrobatics of George, something to behold. When he leaves the ground for these alley-oops, you drop your jaw in awe.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here's Kolek, still without a bucket. Got it.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Pass to Maxey, back to George.
29.
And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Achiuwa with the dunk.
That's a good way to shrink the deficit. Strong defense turns into easy offense.
He got it up. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the 76ers. He made a big impact. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Rumble, please. They're measuring up the shot.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Paul George has been sensational.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. We've got Kyle Lowry, Caleb Martin out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Andre Drummond, and it's Jackson in at the two. Pass to Achiuwa. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Here's Ryan. He's covered by Oubre. Here's Ryan. Still no points. Outside Achiuwa. Pocket four. Gets the three to fall. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gets help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Miles McBride picks one up.
With impressive quickness, Jackson is usually able to stay a step or two ahead of the defense.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players, to the coaches, to the front office, and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to review the game plan. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Ryan. Offensive board. Another shot. Counted.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Now here's Lowry. The D's right on him. Pass to Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
You know, Drummond always looks like he's trying to tear the basket down when he dunks.
Right side McBride. Out to the right wing. Achua with a screen on Oubre. And Ryan gets it to go. Ryan's gotten a second bucket on the night.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Hits the three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
McBride with it. Picked up by Lowry. Ryan, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Lowry finds Oubre. The fader. And Drummond with the jam.
You know, I would venture to say if you didn't run one play for Drummond all night, he still could score in double digits. He is an incredible offensive rebounder.
Outside McBride. And he lobs it up to the rim.
2 minutes remaining.
There's Jackson with the three on target from range. And now an 8-point Philadelphia lead.
So assertive at the arc. Jackson will not hesitate to take the shot.
McBride passes to Achua. Here's Ryan. Outside McBride. Shot to stop the run. And he slams it in one-handed.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. Martin with a screen on Bridges. For three, Maxey. The Knicks pull it in. 1:21 left to play in the third quarter. Fires the three. That's good from Bridges on the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his third assist of the night.
Yeah, the quickness from Bridges there, looking like a guard.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Embiid's got 8. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Trailing by 5. Pass to Towns. And here's Hart. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Clock is at 3. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to.
OG Anunoby at the line, 2 shots. The play will be reviewed under NBA
But with
rules.
so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Anunoby against George. Martin outside. Back to George. He's off on the layup. Knicks trail by 3.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
And though he has a scorer's mindset, Brunson willing to make the next pass.
George, right side. Driving inside. And it's New York with a rebound.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Philadelphia on top. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Towns in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. George, no good. New York trailing. Bridges passes to Hart. Pass to Towns to take the lead. Yep, count it.
You know, no surprise that Towns is very effective from mid-range. With his size and shooting touch, it's expected.
George's shot is off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Anunoby for three. Offensive rebound. Back to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
You're such a gifted athlete. I like how Bridges uses his vertical to track down offensive rebounds.
George finds Maxey. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Hart. Brunson looks it over. Back to Hart. Brunson against George. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
An aggressive pump fake move by Brunson, pulling the defender in close.
And he makes the first.
Jalen Brunson at the line, 2 shots.
So he gets them both. The 76ers have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Maxey passes to Embiid. Kicks it to George. Back to Embiid. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. For three, George. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
George against Brunson. Hard up top. Paul George pulls down the board. And so it looks like the Sixers will retain possession here.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Back to Martin. And it's New York with a rebound. Hart's got 4 rebounds now. The three. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA. And Hart is assertive like this. It helps him get going.
George against Anunoby. Embiid passes to Maxey. Back to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. There's the triple. And it's New York with a rebound. Minute 32 left in the game. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Outside Hart. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Now it's a 4-point Knick lead.
Getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Towns finds Hart, and he drives in, and that one is stuffed right through.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more. And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
Here's Brunson. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
A huge make by Jalen Brunson, shining in the biggest of moments. And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
George against Anunoby. Martin, the pass to George. Here's McCain. Now here's George. They set a pick. Jacks up a three. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Oh, George with a steal. That's tipped. Anunoby passes to Brunson. Towns is screen on Embiid. Towns up top. From the high post. Perfection. Beautiful stroke. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Knicks lead 71-63.
So New York wins it. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the...
We've got... Got some NBA action for you coming. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Naz Reid out there with Randall. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And for the Knicks, they've got OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the pivot, manning the middle. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. DiVincenzo's got the opening field goal of the game for Minnesota. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
There's the steal. And here we go, the fast break. Brunson's got it. Lays it up off the glass.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
And here's Brunson. Bridges outside. Anunoby outside. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's McDaniels. And the three off target. the wing, Anunoby. Guarded by Reed. Brunson kicks to Towns. Bridges outside. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Edwards passes to Randall. Timberwolves passing it around. Reed with a screen on Hart. Hart against Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Takes it inside, and Edwards with the stuff.
Well, everything about Edwards' drive makes it dangerous. His speed, his agility, and his lack of fear.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Anunoby kicks to Towns. 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3.
What effort from Randall, putting in work on the defensive end.
And it's Towns missing. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Tom Thibodeau. D.A.?
Their team's main focus tonight? Well, it starts with all-star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. We have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Randall finds McDaniel. Randall surveying the D. Pass to Reed. DiVincenzo with it. A 3-ball. Buries the long-range jumper. DiVincenzo's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Timberwolves. Knicks trail by 3. It's stolen by Edwards. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Brunson. And here we go. The fast break. Brunson's got it. Kept alive. 58 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And Towns is solid at getting strong positions on the glass. Terrific work.
For 3, Edwards. It's rebounded by Brunson. New York has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Towns against Reed. Towns, the pass to Bridges. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. DiVincenzo's got 9. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And Brunson, here we go. And he lays it straight in.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
It's a tie game in New York. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
On defense, the Knicks. They trail by 1. Reed with a screen on Brunson. Good on the triple. DiVincenzo's got 6 in the quarter.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
First personal foul.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Anunoby, and Anunoby slams it in.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Randall no good.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Here's Brunson. Good. Brunson, no fear down low.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Randall against Hart. Randall kicks to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
So New York ends up going with the new group. Here's McBride, defended by DiVincenzo. Achua, the pass to McBride. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Last year, coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Conley with a wide open look, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's McBride, over by Conley. And they call an illegal screen here. Timberwolves trail by 5. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. For New York, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Achua finds McBride. Back to Achua. New York moving it around. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Golick. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Conley for 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Conley's got 6 here in this quarter.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Here's McBride. There's 49 seconds left here in the second. Here's Ryan. And again, it's the Knicks missing. They play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Conley feeling it out. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Well, Conley has that steady floor general demeanor. They love to have him running the pick and roll.
Looking to end the run. Pass to Achua. Four on the clock. Back to McBride. And he gets the bucket.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Here's Ingles. And it's good. Hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Just yet, officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
29.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game. Great performance by Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
They've got Precious Achua. He's out there with Mitchell Robinson. And it's Ryan in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Timberwolves leading by 3. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Ingles. Defense is right there. Off target from outside. The Knicks shooting so far very efficient. All around, about 55%. And McBride gets it to go. McBride's got 7 points.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Shots good by Miller.
And Conley is just so unselfish. He's very willing to give the ball up if it means setting up a teammate.
Here's McBride, over by Conley. McBride's shot is off. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Alexander Walker. Gobert, the screen. Lets the 3 fly. Hits it from 3-point range. Alexander Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
McBride. Here's Robinson. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
Robinson against Gobert. Here's McBride. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. He's got 9.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And there's the call on Miles McBride. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside Conley. Going inside. Pass to Gobert. Banked in off the glass. Gobert's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves. As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team.
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
They get a hand on it. Timberwolves leading by 4. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
Substitution.
1:31 left here in the third quarter. Left side, Towns. On the wing, Anunoby. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. 5 to shoot. Anunoby outside. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Edwards on target. Drills it from way out there.
Look, if Edwards is hitting that shot, there's not much you can do defensively to stop him.
Towns, the pass to Hart. Here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. Out to Brunson. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Towns, a screen on Edwards. Clock is at 3. Fires the 3. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Towns.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Hart finds Brunson. Launches it. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And we got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Bridges with the steal. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Poked away. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Timberwolves ahead. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He is joined by McDaniel. Reed is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in the point guard. Brunson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Here's DiVincenzo.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Brunson kicks to Towns. Back to Brunson. Towns the screen. Kept alive by New York. Bridges with it. Picked up by Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Brunson the pass to Towns. That one doesn't drop. Timberwolves leading by 4. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
It's Brunson, top of the key. Hart with the screen for Brunson. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And he's got the confidence. Brunson playing out of his mind.
McDaniels, a screen on Brunson. From outside the arc. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Knicks trail by 4. And even 3-on-3 break. Hart kicks to Towns. Here's the 3. Doesn't go that time.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Wants to get it to Reed, and does. And Reed throws it down.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Hart finds Brunson. Hart with the screen for Brunson. Brunson for 3. Likes the look and drains it.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Randall no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off. And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Randall passes to Edwards. We've got 1:55 left here in the 4th quarter. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Hart. DiVincenzo against Brunson. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Towns, a screen on DiVincenzo. And Brunson, here we go. Ooh, the quick Jalen Brunson.
Nerves never show through. Brunson as calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
Well, what I like is not only have they been forcing turnovers, they've been capitalizing on those opportunities.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the board? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
1:09 left to play in the final quarter.
Minnesota foul. Anthony Edwards. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
At the line, 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Randall, a screen on Brunson. DiVincenzo passes to Randall, and he commits the intentional foul.
Jalen Brunson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's DiVincenzo. And they get it. Another miss by Minnesota.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Hart, that's good.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
puts up a deep three. And they get it back. Takes the three. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort. Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. So for Greg Anthony,